Hi Virgo, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is a mini for whenever you find it. A week ahead, a look ahead. It's timeless, but it's probably gonna happen 1 to 2 weeks from whenever you find this. And this is a difficult one. This is a difficult one. This is like I keep hearing the phrase, I regret to inform you that dun 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 something something something. But I feel like maybe for one or two of you it is that you're getting some bad news. I think for most of you, you are giving the bad news. There's some sort of conversation that needs to be had with someone you love. Like, I don't think it's someone distant to you. Maybe for some of you, it could be a work situation where you're having to maybe fire somebody or put someone on notice or write someone up for something. But I think in this situation, it's very much Virgo having to tap into those skills and the wisdom that they have to have a really hard conversation with someone that they love. I'm getting a lot of kind of intervention sort of energy here. If you don't know what that is, it's when someone who has a substance abuse problem or an addiction that's become extremely dangerous and it has destroyed their lives and started to destroy the lives of those they love. Those they love would get together and kind of in a loving, compassionate way communicate with that person that something needs to change and that they're afraid for their life and they're afraid for their safety or their health or something like that. If it's, let me show you what I pulled over here. This is representing you. All of the cards representing you are showing me that you're in a position where you've known this person for so long that they would listen to you. You know, you may be a funny, jokey, haha, and maybe even a bit of a prankster, but when it comes down to getting work done, checking off things on the list, taking things to the next level as far as your life's work, it's because you have had to, you've had to avoid certain paths, okay? And there's someone around you that you love very much that took a different path. This is interesting. This horse, I wish you could, this little horse is like someone you love, the horse that they're riding is gonna kill them or buck them off. And that's metaphorical, but there's also another metaphor here with there's a bunch of doctors, a whale, a white whale. So somebody's white whale, what was that, Moby Dick? He was obsessed. So either someone is really obsessed with something and it's taken over their life and you need to step in and say, this has gone too far and I'm worried about you. Or the white whale is like chasing the dragon and there's a drug addiction or something, some self-harming behavior. It could even be a relationship that's toxic or a parent whose health needs to be discussed and they're not the kind of people that are easy to talk to if it's a parent. But if this is the case, this person has been hiding it for a lot longer than you know. So if you were waiting for them to kind of come to their senses, it's not going to happen. And sometimes it takes someone we love to sit us down and look us in the eye and say, I love you and I'm not going to sit by and watch you kill yourself. Or someone else. Which brings me to this. If it's a parent situation, you guys, I'm seeing these two. Is that all you've got? Here comes Mr. Wonderful. So it might be an older couple, you know, God. One of those married couples that have been together forever. Maybe they're off and on, but you wonder why they're together. They don't really have anything in common. And it's almost like they're both in their own little separate obsessions, and it's killing them, or one of them is going to kill the other. And because you're the only one that has like the inside scoop with the family and the house, you're going to have to be the one to step up and say something. Say, I love you guys, but maybe, and I know you I know you've been together for 60 years or whatever, but maybe it would be time to have a separation and give you guys some space, because you're going to give each other a stroke, or you could end up in, yeah, one of them end up in the morgue. So if that's not so serious, it's a situation where you have to sit down with one of your parents who's getting elderly or older, and you have to say, it might just be like, your sight's not so great anymore, Pops. I'm afraid of you driving around in the car, that you're going to get in an accident and kill yourself or someone else. Or, this mother, it's like she's obsessed with this thing, and this thing is poisonous. Like, whatever she's messing with might get her killed too. So I'm going to keep that very vague. Or it's literally one of your parents has a substance abuse problem, and it's not going to go away, and it's time to have that intervention. And if you need to get together with some of your other family members, even if you're estranged, I think you could get together on this and say something needs to change. We're not going to watch you die. I think you can agree on that. If that's not it, the story is this, and this is kind of very specific, but you have a friend who went down a dark path. It's very regretful. Ugh. Mm. So there's a resolution here, and it might end in you not necessarily being friends anymore. It's like that, oh, I regret to inform you. Oh, there we go. I regret to inform you that I can't have you in my life anymore if you're going to be shooting up every night, or falling down the stairs drunk every day, or if it's a co-parenting thing, letting our children see you like that. But I think for some of you, it's literally what I said. They went down a dark path. They started playing with black magic, and it became an obsession. And you have to watch out for yourself, because it's like a lot of negative energy from them, and what they're doing is starting to kind of creep up on you and affect you. And that's not what you want for your life. So you are this. Here, you're the butterfly. You've been working long and hard, and you've been very patient for this glow up that you're about to have. And you can't have this person who's in your life, and it's not because everything revolves around you, and it means that you can't have them in your life for this glow up without guilt or shame or anything. Okay, and if it's someone that has an unhealthy obsession, that can't be in your life. You're coming out of your cocoon, and you're about to step in your true potential, your true power. And your beauty's going to shine to the world. And whoever this person is, God, I hate saying this. I hate being the person that would make someone paranoid if they don't think this already. So this is confirmation, but they've been stealing from you for years and blaming it on someone else. Like they've had this drug addiction for years, or this obsession. And maybe you even got dragged into their obsession. It was like they're dragging you along, and you're dragging your heels, and the horse they rode in on is from the dark side. It's like that horse from the Denver airport, Blucifer, with the flaming red eyes that fell over and killed its owner. If you've never seen Blucifer from the Denver airport, it's a trip. Look him up. But this person and the horse they rode in on is not good for you, and it's toxic. They haven't been honest with you, and it is your advice right now, after you say something. This isn't pretend like it's not happening at all. Okay, be open-minded in that they will at least hear you out. Pray, be courageous, and be determined. If you need guidance from someone else who has experience, go ahead and ask. But the situation that you might have wrong is the Tree of Life in reverse, meaning you think you have to do this alone. So if by that I mean being prayed up and asking your guardian angels or higher power for guidance in this, then you're not alone. Or if it is a situation with a parent, a family member, or a friend where you literally have to go intervention on it, then that is you realizing you're not alone and gathering the group or the family together. Because you don't want to sit back and watch these people kill each other or this person kill themselves or anyone else with this obsession or drag the whole family down or house or community or whatever. But you're not in this alone. There is support for you in this really difficult message that you're kind of being tasked to deliver, because you have a greater understanding of it, because there's a portal to your heart right now that can be accessed and understood. So this situation couldn't be done without your fiery passion, but also without your compassion that comes directly from your heart. So it takes vulnerability, and it takes someone walking away from you and saying, maybe fuck you, I hate you. That's the last person someone wants to hear is, cocaine's taking over your life. You need a break. Or an alcoholic who's been drinking for 20 years. You're going to die, you have to stop. That's too terrifying to bear. So if at first they walk away, just know that you did your due diligence in bringing it up, even though it was very hard for you. This isn't easy, but it's important. And this obsession, it's leading nowhere. You have freedom. It's like you've made it out of the storm because you chose peace and happiness, and this other person is choosing to suffer. They're insisting on suffering. They're insisting on saying things incorrectly so that they don't have to take any personal responsibility for it. So this week, you regret to inform them that you're not going to sit by and watch them destroy themselves anymore or your life. And you love them, but you won't enable them. And you won't encourage any toxic or delusional thinking on their part or support it in any way, shape, or form. So you have freedom. And you have happiness, joy, and power here. Everything about this is just you having to tap into those. It's like your magic powers, Virgo, your magic powers this week, your magic Virgo powers to be grounded, compassionate, determined, and courageous. And if you have to pray for guidance, go ahead and do that. Your intuition is on point right now, okay? Maybe in the past, there were a few warnings that you were thinking with your passions and not your intuition, and your intuition right now is completely on point. So trust it. Okay, if there's a recalibration here, it's not for you, it's for someone in your life. But you might have to be the catalyst to say, my friend, my love, or my dear mother or father, I'm not going to sit by and watch this happen, not on my watch. And then you let them make their decision without any attachment to an outcome, which may end up with you feeling stabbed in the back, just know right now that that's a possibility and that it's coming from a place of fear and not hatred for you. But this obsession, it's out of control and it's gotten really dark and really dangerous. Okay, so you're not alone. And it might be uncomfortable or difficult, but it's a conversation that has to be had. And if you don't, you will regret it in one way, shape, or form sooner or later. If anything, they'll come back and say, why didn't you say anything when I was, I need, Okay. So that's basically it. This conversation that needs to be had. And you moving away from lies and delusion. So you're freeing yourself from a delusional situation if it was just that you stood by while it happened. You're not going to stand by while it happens. Oh, look at that. Didn't even notice that. Wow. Huh. Solace. Freedom. You've steered your life away from the storm by doing this, by having this conversation, and then by moving away and allowing them to take responsibility for their life, their decisions, and their karma, which can't be affecting you and this new beautiful life that you are about to be experiencing. Okay, and at a very mundane level, the advice here, declutter. Declutter your mind, declutter your heart, declutter your desk, your computer, your room. For someone, you need to change your passwords because this person has been stealing from you little by little to support their habit in ways that you don't even really know yet. And it might not come out until later, but you're not going to stick around for them to all of a sudden have a heart and admit everything. They probably won't. They will probably continue to lie. Just to warn you. So, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Find peace. Find solace. You've been cultivating this for so long that you're not going to throw it away right now because of an association, even if you love them very much, even if you've known them your whole life, even if it's your mama. Okay? Virgo, this is a little bit longer than a mini, but I felt like it needed to be said, resaid, and said over, just so you can be sure, because you like to be sure, but I think you're sure. Pretty sure you're sure. No more delusions, no more illusions, no more obsessions, no more lies, no more stealing, no more blame. Okay? No more blame. And if this person decides to not do any of that and they decide to stand up and do the right thing, I'm not necessarily seeing that right away, but when they decide to, they will thank you someday. They might hate you right now, but they will thank you someday. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's just a dragon that needs to be slayed, and you might be the only one that can do it. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. Now that I said that, I'm going to remind everyone that I'm giving away a spiritual bath cleansing spa kit. Soy candles, bath salts, some little soaps, and a body oil. All handmade with the finest ingredients and with the energy of love, healing, peace, and spiritual protection in mind. So if you've been around this person, you might want to enter below. I've been getting entries little by little all month. I'm going to do the drawing tomorrow night. So if you want to enter the contest, you have to be a United States resident. I'm so sorry, just because of the way shipping is right now. You have to have an address where I can ship you the box. And let me know if you want scented or unscented. I did a really nice scented version and an identical unscented scent-free version for those who can't tolerate perfumes but really need the spiritual healing and that sort of solace. Okay? Thanks for watching, you guys. I am Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And if you want to see an in-depth look at the gift bag that I'm giving away tomorrow night, check out the giveaway video that I posted just this morning. And you can comment there or here or any other videos that I make between now and tomorrow night. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And on behalf of this person, they don't know how to thank you right now, so I'll thank you on their behalf until they come to their senses. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.